for Undergraduate Research Office. And I just want to have a second to tell me your name, your year, and your major.
Oh, my name's Marissa. I'm second year. My major is biochemistry.
TJ, I'm a freshman.
Okay.
I'm Hopeton, second year, my major in biology.
My name is LaPortia. I'm a doctoral student in agriculture and economics.
I'm Alex. I'm a freshman and I'm in information systems.
Well, I'm Nasha. I'm third year health science.
Okay.
I'm Natalie. I'm a freshman. I'm chemical engineering.
I'm Brian. I'm first year biology.
I'm Shona. I'm third year food engineering. Daniel, third year drinking.
Fantastic. So, is anybody already involved in research? So you are. And did you find it because you reached out to a faculty? Did you?
It was a Columbus State program. I'm doing it right now because it's research building, so science outreach.
So our office is about 8 years old now, and we work with students like yourselves to help you get involved in research opportunities. We're a big research university. All your faculty here are doing research of their own. You came here because you're getting, taking classes, you're getting the educational component, but they're all involved in research, and we want our undergraduates to also get involved in that research component of things. And so research here is across all fields. This is one of the most diverse group of students I've ever had in a session, because I think there's only 2 of you who had the same major in this group. But anyways, that's really exciting, and research is happening everywhere. You can do research in your major, you can do research in a different field. Biology students, I don't know if you're interested in biomedical stuff, but a lot of students are doing research in the medical school, or optometry, or the dental school, the vet school. These schools don't have undergraduates, but they do have undergraduates who are doing research in laboratories in those areas. So you don't have to do research in your major. However, the most important thing about getting involved in research is that you have to be really interested in what you're going to do research in. And that's sometimes the harder thing to figure out. What is it that you want to do? And there are ways our office will help you. We don't match you with those research experiences, but we help you figure them out. There are 3 different steps, I call it. Number 1 step is, what are you interested in doing research in? Is it your major? Is it a class you took? Is there a subject area that you found out about? Is there something that really, really excites you? Let's talk about what that is. Number 2, how do you identify faculty who may be doing research in those areas? And number 3, how do you appropriately and effectively reach out to those faculty through an email, through setting up a meeting, through a number of different ways? How do you make a connection with them so that you can ask them and get involved with their research? So that's what our office does, and we help students like you. We also use students who are already involved in research to come talk and help other students to get involved in research. So it works 2 different ways. Students, there are a couple of other things that you could do to get involved in research. Number 1, there are faculty who ask us to help them recruit students. I would say it's still a minority, maybe 10–15% of students find it that way. So there are over 100 faculty every year say, can you help me to recruit for this? And I would say a lot of them are in disciplines where they don't have access to undergraduates, the medical center, or something that's very specific. A lot of them are science oriented. And so we send out those emails. It could be a targeted email, it could be an email through our listserv, and we help them to recruit students. Any of you are any of you on the URO email listserv? So you're getting our emails and our newsletters, not just announcements about. Great. If you're not, come to the table afterwards. Let's get you signed up, because I think that's a really good way to find out about the kinds of programs to support you, but also sometimes to hear about these kinds of opportunities. That's another way. There are also programs, a lot of them are in the summer, where you can apply to do research with a group. They may have funding from a national organization, and NSF funds something called Research Experiences for Undergraduates. For instance, at OSU, there are about 3 of those that are existent here. And they fund to bring in cohorts of students for the summer to do research with their faculty and to start to really learn what that kind of research is. So that's it one way. There are also national laboratories where you could apply. There are programs at other universities who have similar REUs, NSFs. There are, like I said, there are a lot of ways in which they're funding. There are hospitals. There's the NIH and Howard Hughes Institute who fund these kinds of things. They want undergraduates to be doing research, and so they present and they provide these opportunities for you to apply and do research under really magnificent faculty all over the world, if not the United States. At OSU, that's where our office can help you the most, is to get involved with research here while you're a student during the school year, or if you want to continue that during the summer. We have access to help you to apply and think about applying to any of those national programs. Any underrepresented students, there are some specific programs where you could apply because we also want to encourage more representation in all the sciences. So there's a lot of really interesting things available, and some of those are in clinical areas where you don't see as many opportunities in hospitals and living. So if that's something you're interested in, we can show you how to look up some of those things. The best way to be competitive, to be able to apply to these things, is to start doing research now, here at the university, volunteering, so that you get more and more under your belt. Then a lot of other people are interested in your coming to work and do more research with them. If you want to go on for grad school, this is something that would certainly make a difference in knowing whether you want to go to grad school and what you want to do in grad school, and it will make a huge difference in your being accepted to grad school. So, those are things. Other reasons about research that you'll be interested in. Number one, there's funding. So, right now, through our office, anybody who starts doing research can apply for a $1,000 grant. And you just need to write a little short proposal about what you're going to be researching on, and the faculty member you're working with writes a recommendation, and it's almost a sure thing right now that you will get funded. We're hoping to fund 300 students a year. We're really interested. I call them our starter grants. So there's $1,000 right there that you can apply for and get funded. The summertime, we are now having their summer grants for $3,500 for 10 weeks. You can do research here at OSU to fund something that you're working on. You have to be working on a project already, but there's funding for that. There are many other departments here on campus: chemistry, engineering has its own funding. There's a lot of funding to support your being involved in research. Great, get involved in research. I'm really liking this. You can do presentations where you go out and talk about the research you've done. You do a poster. You can go travel to professional conferences. And there are ways to publish. There are many of our students who are named on publications with their faculty members. It's not unheard of, and it's really an incredible thing. So those are also really neat things. I was going to say something else and I've totally forgotten. There was somebody who was researching about these little forgetful moments. So let me just show you our website, which you're going to go and make sure that you're on our email listserv. You can send us an email at the website. We have always here on the right our news and events. So these are all the programs that are coming up. And usually they're things that we're having, but they might be information from a different department that would be relevant. Just for you to know, there's a conference where we're going to take 3 students this summer to New Zealand, to an international conference. All fees paid to present their research. This is the summer research fair I just came from, where all kinds of programs here at OSU are talking about ways you can get funded or participate in programs here on campus during the summer. We have all kinds of programs usually to help you with skills, to help you get involved in research, and once you're getting involved in research, how to go further with that. So that's that. We have advising hours. It's nice thing where you can come into our office. We're at the corner of, we're at 53 at West 11th. That's College and 11th, right there, one block south of the Union. It's a little red brick old house that's been converted into offices. Stop by. You can talk to us. Talk to about what you're interested in, and we can help you and advise you and help you to know the steps that you need to take. Also at Thompson Library, every day, Monday through Friday from 1 to 3, there are peers, there are student researchers who are there, again, to talk to students like yourselves about getting involved in research. They're starting next week, so don't come in the next couple of days, but next week is the first week for the semester, and they're there. Talking to, a peer, talking to someone who's already involved in research is sometimes, I think, the best way. And actually, here's one of our people who is on our website even.
Yes.
Under Explore Stories of Research. Her story about what she does in research is on there. And we try and have those kinds of stories to let you know about the different kinds of things that students have done, just to get you thinking. We have the Discover Opportunities, the Present at Forums, and the Discover Opportunities both at OSU, elsewhere, and for underrepresented students. Present at forums, publish in journals, explore resources. So there are a lot of resources, not just in our office, but around campus, that we'd like to make sure that you have access to. You just heard from the librarians. They're fantastic resources. Find funding, and we have a summer institute where we have a lot of things going on. We have nuts and bolts with you, just all kinds of information about both getting started or presenting your research and the like. So I've talked an awful lot. I'm really boring, and I really wish I had asked the student here to come and talk. But ask me questions. Tell me what you're interested in. Tell me what you're thinking about. Anything